land of culture. So many things. Like that, for example. Dogs on the roof. A classic. So many things to do, so little time. This is gonna suck.
So you've seen so far of our first clips, and so Susie, what do you think so far? Which one's your favorite clip?
When we were still in Houston.
Really?
Yeah, and then we got into the airport and then we started eating that amazingly good pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
Well, my favorite part was when we finally got into the plane. See, it was like pretty much our first time going on the plane. So we didn't know exactly what was going to happen. On our first plane was a pretty big plane, so for some reason the bigger the plane was, the more you felt with the turbulence and stuff like that. So on the way up, you can see from one of the pictures, my mom was doing this, right? When in fact she was praying that nothing would happen to us, which is really funny.
What do you expect? She's Catholic.
Yeah, we felt a lot of from the plane, all the twists and turns that it did.
Yeah, I felt like my ass was rising up even though I was sitting down. My stomach was about to go to my throat.
Yeah.
Oh, worst feelings of my life. This is why I don't like roller coasters and airplanes. I keep my feet in the ground. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the clips so far, and now we're gonna show you the funny.
Yeah, the next clip is going to be when our uncle, is our uncle, right?
Yeah, Uncle and our aunt.
Yeah, and our aunt Fernando, and he's just the funniest guy in the entire world, even though he's a cop.
If you could have seen our first clip from the first traveling up to Mexico and Puerto Vallarta, we were doing some farting noises with straws stuck between our arms. And so we thought of the idea of doing the same thing, except now that we have the iPhone and
my iPhone.
Yeah, your iPhone, and the application of the farting noises with different kind of types of farts, we decided to use that instead, and you should see how much it reacted.
Hey everyone, we're in Mexico, Guadalajara, Tonalá right now, and I'm living with my aunt and my cousin Patty, and my cousin Lupita is coming to visit right now. But right now, I want to tell you some things what happened in the airport. Now, this was my first time of flying in an airplane. When I first came to Mexico, I went in the bus, and that didn't went well. So instead, we got this airplane this time for my benefit, for my sake, so I wouldn't be all bitchy when I come over here. Although I like to take the bitchiness right now instead of being bored. But my aunt did promise me that she's gonna take me to the beach tomorrow. Hopefully she will keep that promise. Or not, there will be hell to pay. But anyway, what happened in the airport is that I got really nervous, and when we took off, of course I felt like I wanted to be sick, and for a minute I thought I would throw up. But I hold on there because I'm tough like that. Ow, that hurt my collarbone. And when we landed, of course, my stomach went up and down again, and I really felt like I was about to throw up, but of course I hold on to it. When we finally landed, we had nothing to worry about, right? Because, we're just doing our luggage checking and stuff, and we're about to come here. But then all of a sudden, that dog is supposed to be in the airport sniffing luggages around and stuff. This dog sniffed in my bag, and the only reason that it sniffed in my bag because I was holding this box that I had left over when we were eating lunch, 2 slices of pizza. And then he would start sniffing in my bag, and the guy who was holding on to him said like, okay, good, sit. And he said, what's in the bag? And I was like, nothing. And I just panicked. And he just said, let me see in the bag. And I showed it to him, and he was like, oh, okay. And he spoke English to me, and I spoke English. He didn't know that I also spoke Spanish until later on when I met him. When he started his dog starts to sniff on my mother's purse because she hid a sandwich in it from lunch. And he was like, okay, man, what's in the bag? And she started speaking Spanish. Then he started speaking Spanish, and he didn't know that I was her daughter. And he was like, oh, both of you got something in common. You have food in our purses. And then he had to check on our luggage, and then we realized we were in trouble when he started looking in the box that had food on it, because we didn't know that it was illegal to bring some certain foods. But he let us slip, which, was nice. Whatever. I wasn't really that afraid. I was only afraid when the dog started sniffing in my purse, thinking like I'm one of those terrorists. I got really panicky. But other than that, everything went fine.
Let me tell you a little bit more of my experience at the plane. As we went up, of course, it was very brutal. Your stomach goes down, and then you feel like you're gonna throw up a little bit. And even Mom prayed it as the way up. When we finally got to the cruise altitude, I guess, I still felt kind of queasy. It wasn't until after I ate that turkey sandwich that I actually started to calm down. Just feelings of things of what might happen was running through my head and all that. After that, as you heard from the last document, Susie was kept being bothered by this dog who kept smelling her food. So far, what we did right now at Mexico, we went right now real quick to the plaza to exchange our money for Mexican pesos. We ate a little bit over there, but that's about it so far. Soon, starting Saturday, which is tomorrow, we're going to kind of like a water park, but not as good as an American version of a water park. Yeah, real funny, Susie, real funny. They gave us that on the way out. Anyways, on Sunday we're gonna head to the plaza just down the street from here. It's good, but it's mostly lined with a lot of art, sculptures, paintings, a little bit of DVDs and movies and stuff, but pirated stuff. So any movies that you hear right now on theaters, they probably already have it on DVD. And on Sunday, that's on Sunday actually, right? And on Monday, we're gonna go to the Guadalajara and visit their plaza, which is kind of like the Galleria, or your high star malls kind of version of Mexico. There you can find a whole lot of good stuff, even for people like me, into heavy metal and all that. So far, that's all that's been planned. After that, we'll see what happens.
David.
Yep.
I'm bored.
Whatever. Shut up. Just get used to it right now. Later.
Try your best, try everything.